Hello, everybody. If you have not heard yet, my name is Cory, and today I have great pleasure along with my wife and honor to be able to join you all.
Hey, I'm going to jump in real quick. Kids go to kids' church now. I'm a great man.
I'm going to make them all rowdy in.
Kids, you go to kids' church up through 4th grade.
So, anyways, we have had a great chance to be able to come out and meet some people, spend this weekend in your beautiful area here. And absolutely welcome. So we just want to thank you for opening up your church doors, out your pulpit for us to be able to just meet people and see what God is doing through you. So thank you for that. Part of what you have asked me to do is to come up here and preach what my part is for family ministry. Before I get to that answer, I'd like to start us off with just a quick story. I'd actually heard from my driving instructor in driving in front of the class, and you'll understand why I said that. So, starts off, there was a man driving late the highway sandwiched between two cornfields. His eyelids were heavy, his heart was yearning to be back with him. It was wee hour. So, as he started to see the cornfields disappear, and he started to approach the expressway, before he went over the overpass, he noticed that nice right here on my right. So he took a nice right, and then that really nice gradual left turn, and then he took another right onto the expressway. After all of that, his heart was really happy because now he can go the speed he wanted to go. He can make it back to his wife even quicker. Well, a few miles down the road, he sees two bright lights approaching him. Difficult to see bright lights approaching you on the car on the road. And as they got closer, they did. And as they got even closer, he noticed something was a little off. They weren't moving over to his left, like cars normally do, show that they're on the other side of the expressway. He's like, okay, maybe it's just my eyes. I'm getting a little tired. I'm seeing things, okay. But as they got closer, this guy only got more and more dead on in front of him. Until the last minute, the guy, he turns right, the guy approaching him goes to his left, and they just miss each other. And our driver is sitting there with a dumbfounded look on his face. Who could go the wrong way on an expressway? Well, a few miles later, he sees two lights approaching yet again. And he's a little worried from his last visit of another car approaching him. So he's really trying to stay as keen as he can in his car. And as the lights dim, he grows closer, the nerves start to get him. He starts to see it's all happening again. What are the odds that this is happening again? And this time, the approaching car has the audacity to honk his horn at him. Now, it may have been the honking of the horn, or it may have been his thought of the odds, but something woke him up, made him realize he was the one that took a right onto an on-ramp instead of over the ramp first. He was the one that took a long gradual left on that on-ramp instead of taking a long gradual left at the right. He turned right onto the expressway instead of turning left, and now he notices the median is on the right. He's the one going the wrong way on the expressway. So, I'm using that to say that my part for family ministry is to come alongside you guys here at First Christian Church in bringing up the children in the right way, not the wrong. The way of the Christian. So, in order to dive into this a little bit more, we're going to be answering 3 questions. 1, how do we do that? Or sorry, what are we to do? Get ahead of myself. What are we to do? What does that look like? And how do we do it? So to answer that first question of what are we to do? I've kind of showed my hand a little bit here by saying, bring them up. Proverbs 22:6. We have the wise words of Solomon giving his proverb a short little nice principle, a promise, a principle of saying, train up a child in the way he should go. Even in his old age, he will not depart. Train up a child in the way he should go. Even in his old age, he will not depart. So what is the way? Well, in my example, I told you that the driver was going the wrong way directionally, but that's not necessarily what I'm talking about. You can kind of see that when you're talking. It's not a directional way, but instead, this is a way in which we carry ourselves, a way in which we see the world, a way in which we move about the day. It is a way that we live as Christians. And that's what he's bringing up. It has an aspect of code within it, not law, but kind of like general principles that we can live by. Right? It also has an aspect of perspective and the way in which we see the world through the lens of truth. And the way is defined that way, but it also has this element of it where it can be used as a reminder between brothers and sisters. It can be used to notice when somebody may be falling down or drifting from, or it can be used as a way in which we are working up ourselves and we're drifting away. We become longer brothers and sisters. So this is the way. What do we do? We're trained them up in the way. Another thing I want to point out before defining what that looks like is who this is addressed to. First and foremost, what we see is this is said, we instantly think of parents. That is good. The youth in this world are spending most of their time with their parents. You get to see them at and by most of the time, I mean most now, at the high potential levels. Right? And so it's the parents that are addressed here and recognized as being ones who show their children up the way. That's our first thought. And I want to add that I believe that there's no specific addressee when he says to bring up a child and make it go even in the way there's no specific addressee. I think that's what it is. I think Solomon is hitting something here where he's saying this isn't just the job of the parents, it's also the job of the community that the child goes on. Come alongside the parents, help them train their child in the way of Christian. And that's my point. You guys are already training up children in the way of Christian. But come alongside you guys as well as you come alongside the families. So what is this way? What does it look like? And in order to answer that, I want to skip over and kind of use another verse, the Bible verse. I think it's kind of good to talk about. So I want to go to 1 Timothy 1:5. And in the letter of 1 Timothy, the kind of setting that we have is Paul has noticed that there are people in Timothy's church that are starting to take people away from the way of the Christian. They're starting to create divisions. They're starting to create speculations. They're starting to tell false teachings. And they're starting to draw people away from the way of the Christian. And then he goes throughout the letter saying, this is how we do worship, this is how we act, this is how we treat sisters. Right? And he starts to instruct Timothy on some of the details of the way. He doesn't give an exhaustive list of things that we're repeating the way Timothy used people of the way. Now, since it's not exhaustive, he does give his part of what this way is. beginning of the letter. 1 Timothy 1:5. 1 Timothy 1:5. We'll all read. Paul tells Timothy the aim of our charge is love. Love that is from a pure heart and a good conscience and sincere faith. Love that is from a pure heart, good conscience, and sincere faith. So, what we do with this is that the way of a Christian, as he is saying, the aim of this charge, the way of the Christian life is love. And it's not just any love. Love can, as we see within the world, can be defined as so many different things. You have romantic love, you have all these different types of love that are going within it that start to define worldly measures what love is. And I think Paul notices that there are different types of love, so he defines it accordingly. Love that comes from pure heart, good conscience, and sincere faith. Establishing that love is the way. So, a pure heart, what is that? What does that look like? Well, I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's said and used in many different ways, especially in the Old Testament, of what a heart is. And sometimes it can be a little confusing to completely grasp and define about what the heart is. We're not talking about a physical heart. What he's actually getting at is more of this is the inner core of the person. This is where the desires come. This is where our actions stem from. This is where we can tell if it is truly working on the heart, or if it's something that we are using as simply now, it's a little vague, so I'm going to use a couple of examples to try and go around the point and not directly hit it, because I was trying so hard to get a way to hit it directly with me. I think there's a purpose of it. So, the first example I want to say is think of it like a seed. Within a seed, you have the DNA coding of what the plant will look like that it produces. Right? So you have this movable structure of the plant that can come up above, but really all the came back down to this seed coding of within it. And so this is similar to our heart, where our actions can be like that. What happens with our actions, with our deeds, is that they stem from our heart. And so this is where you can kind of think of Matthew when he's talking, Jesus when he's talking to Matthew in the Sermon on the Mount, he's speaking about lust and about anger. And he's saying that even if you don't carry out these deeds physically and manifesting before you, thoughts are showing your heart. So you have that DNA producing this action. And there's also the way of the Spirit and heart produce beautiful action. So that's one way. Another thing that I like to think of when this is trying to explain it is that there were three people. One is a man who was cold, sitting on the side of the street. A woman goes and approaches him. And she sees all the people that are surrounding and seeing that this man is cold, and in her heart she thinks, oh, this will look good. So she hands him the cold. Another woman approaches and thinks, wow, that can be cold. He's got to be suffering. Or thinks, I may not even like this guy, but I know that the Lord wants me to have passion. So in their heart, they do something that is beautiful, like not just the action, but where it's set up. This is supposed to show a little bit of that heart. Now, what he talks about is not just having a heart, having a pure heart, one that is not made groovy, one that is worked on by God, one that can be produced by showing us what this is, what a pure heart really looks like. And so the way in which we kind of look at the love that comes from a pure heart is kind of looking towards the way in which our church is acting. I was just going by action, really. this is the first part of the way of the Christian. The way of the Christian. The way of the Christian loves. The second part, the good conscience. Now, a good conscience is not there to set apart and say, well, you have a good conscience, you have a bad conscience, you have a good conscience and bad conscience. The conscience is something that can be good or bad. It's not like the devil on the shoulder and the angel on the shoulder. That's not what Paul's getting at this point. Actually, what he's trying to tell us is that the good conscience is a working conscience. A good conscience is something that when we know the way, the whole perspective that we have, the conscience wakes us up and we start to step on it. I think it's the way that the Holy Spirit works. So, to kind of explain this, Jake mentioned earlier that I have a 15-year-old daughter. Not here, sorry. Not yet. Thankfully, I'm not ready for that. 15-month-old. And she is the gorgeous little girl that loves her blue remote. And she loves her blue remote so much because we had given her a gray remote for so long until the point where she started eating and chewed on it and Daddy wasn't really thinking, and now it's on mission. So we give her that to play with, but that's not enough. It's blue remote. So Mom and Dad will watch TV after she goes to bed sometimes, and we'll forget and just leave it right on the end of the table. And first thing she notices some mornings is, there's something nice blue over there. So she starts to walk towards it and go with anticipation of picking up this nice blue remote that she wants. And I'll be watching her. And the fun thing is, I'm pretty sure many parents have noticed this moment. She will literally reach her hand out within centimeters of this remote, and then something hits her. Straight at that. And at that moment, she has been sitting there. She has been recognizing that this is not the way that she is supposed to act. This is not the way that anyone wants her to do something. And so I believe that is a working conscience within her. A good conscience that says, hey, I'm waking you up to the fact that you're starting to step out of this. Now, as all fathers do, it doesn't matter. She recognizes that, and the right there, she's 7 years away, she takes it out, and she starts to try to run away with a nice little giggle of anticipation coming from. But she still has that working conscience, that good conscience. And this is something that also qualifies that love the way of the Christian. So now we have the way of the Christian is love that comes from a pure heart, good conscience. Last one is sincere faith. We hear the word faith said so many times within the Christian faith. And we know what that means. You know, he gives this qualifier of sincere faith in front of him. What does it mean that faith is sincere? The way I'd like to explain this is my friend Luke and I have had the blessing of learning before what we did for a few years. We had the blessing of being able to go to the Juvenile Religion Center in Chicago and do Bible study with the kids that were in this class. Literally walk into their areas, their main room that they would have, where cells were right there. They have a TV time that we would integrate, and we'd be like, okay, who wants Bible study prayer? And you'd have a wide range of people that would come and ask for this Bible study and prayer. And then you have people also that would come and say, you know, yeah, I know Jesus Christ. Can you pray for me? I'll be on my way. Tell us about some of the things that they plan to do. And so what we would explain to them is, and Luke did his best, he would turn to the kid and say, hey, when you know him, we want you to have a sincere faith in Jesus Christ. One that truly trusts that he is your Savior. And one that brings you not just the knowledge of the inside, but actions that come out of it. And the way that he said that is, he would explain that Cory saw this stool right here, and he tells you that beautiful strong wood, it's really well made, and it looks like one of the most comfy stools that you've ever made sitting on. And they were like, oh, yeah, why don't you go sit on it? And I was like, yeah. now I'm okay. That wouldn't show much that my words are lining up with actions. That wouldn't show sincerity and truth that I believe in the words that I have said. And so in the same manner, we want to try and build up the children to not only know the faith, but so much eternally have within them. Really truly believe that Christ is their Savior. He is their Lord, and He will come back. That they live their life in such a way they would sit with us. This right here is how I would define the way of the Christian. Look at Paul's letter to Timothy. The way of the Christian is the way of love, and from a pure heart, good conscience, and sincere. So, how do we bring up the children together? I'm going to make one sense. I've got a lot of lessons on it. A lot of things that I'm going to teach you about this life. So, in no way am I trying to believe that this is the only way in which to raise children. I only have 15. But I do know that the Lord doesn't give me one lesson. And I'm trying to draw this out through these scriptures that I have, through my perspective in the midst of this experience. And so I want to bring you that really quick, draw out what we're trying to bring as an outlook. So, one thing that my parents did very well was bring me up the way of a Christian. The Christian way of love that I have. I saw them enacted with the neighbors that were near us. I saw them enacted with the church members. I saw them enacted with a huge family. We would have people over and still like see my mom really truly ready to get in the word of God and dad and help out with the church if I could. And they really worked into the way, teaching me how to pray, teaching me what the Bible says about salvation, teaching me about what it looks like to actually live out this faith. However, it didn't always work that way. There was a time when I was a junior in which my parents had an ugly divorce. It was hard on everyone. And we all just started to see ourselves starting to step out of the way of the Christian. Anger, frustration, hatred, not in relationships. And I'm not just talking about my parents, but I'm talking about siblings, parents, and everybody. I even had an hatred back for ourselves. So we put out of the way. It was in the midst of that I continued to go through a whole bunch of Christian events that I wanted to go through because I didn't want to let people on instead of how I was to let them on. At that point, I turned from questioning God, from being with God, to a lack of care, talk, waiting for hard. There was a popular kid that noticed my pain, put his arm around me, and spoke to me in a way in which God truly wanted me as a child who knows his pain. There was also an adult on a weekend retreat who came up to me and through his prayer showed me the love of forgiveness that is extended not only to himself, but also to my parents. And then there was a family that showed this love to me, my mom, carrying me in, bringing me in, listening to me, praying, putting perspective on it, and even helping voluntarily. Where I say, church body, I think that God midst of that time to remind me of the way that the parents are talking about the way of mission. They showed that and produced that. And just like the man driving in the initial story was woken up by the hawk, by the meeting being on the wrong side, I was woken up by the love, faith, prayer as well, and the extension of compassion and opportunity that never gets out. This I'm setting up to say, as a group, as a community, as a body of Christ, we want to come together to produce a picture of our God. Using this as an analogy. Think about it. The knowledge that we want to get of what the way looks like would be like the lives of this picture, bringing forward for what we are going at. But it's once we actually go and live the way ourselves, showing compassion for the people, showing compassion for the parents, showing having parents show compassion for their children, and us doing so too. That we are extending that love and bringing color in our actions to that picture. Bringing the experience and the words and producing that sincere faith. That faith that will have a good conscience. And when the Lord uses by showing others who are in the way to wake them up, conscience and produce a pure heart. Now this is no easy charge to give. No easy charge to receive as the church. I mean, when I think about it, I look at my daughter, 15 months old, and I think about the way in which I want to bring her up the way of Christian, and I know that the Lord is working on my heart. I know I'm not going to be perfect. And nor do I think that God expects us to be perfect in that life. I think we have a body together. Because when we falter or step out of the way, the body of believers reminds us we need to keep going that way. When we falter or step out of the way, we don't set an example for our kids. The body of believers is there to do what others do. And bring us back and say, hey, show your daughter the way of the is. Go and ask her. Or, hey, I'm grateful. Show love with your baby. Show interest to the little ones that are telling stories with a whole lot of hands. And show them the way that you totally and completely rely on the blood of Christ and your salvation. By walking confidently through every temptation of God, knowing that God has His hand on you, and He calls you under His leadership, so that you may be able to await His return as brothers and sisters, walking in this way, going forward, train up a child in the way He should go, even principle. We do this as a community, so the children of the community, next generation, to walk the way of leadership, to walk the way of love, that is a pure heart, good conscience, and sincere. So, you ask, what is my heart for family ministry? My heart is recognizing that you are already bringing up these children in ways, explaining that picture for them. Love them alongside you guys. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for just this chance that we all get to come together as brothers and sisters to hear your word and what you have to say about bringing up the children of Christ. Lord, we come together before you now, recognizing that we belong to that recognizing that we aren't always the ones who are able to carry it out personally, but you have given your Spirit, the Spirit of Jesus Christ, who came and walked the way of the Christian. That Spirit now lives in us as brothers and sisters. The Spirit of the Good Shepherd is watching over the children. And Lord, we come to you as our God. And we ask you to bring up these children and we will come to know what it means to find salvation in Jesus Christ, in his blood, in his death, and resurrection, and walk on this earth. In the hope, assurance that you will return and bring us into your presence in new creation. Have grace with us.